Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming. So I have a pretty large purchase for you. This video is going to be pretty much only sealed product, and since I've gotten a lot of requests for some of the stuff that I've shown in these videos, I'm going to offer some of this stuff out to y'all for sale if you want to make a purchase of it, and I'll give you prices as it goes. So we're going to start off with this bodyguard theme deck. That's what most everything in this video is. It's theme decks, and I may have to actually get up from the camera to go pick up some of the stuff because it's so far away on the table. But this first one here is Bodyguard. This is one of the original fossil theme decks. If you wanted one of those, I could do 35. And then we have a Lockdown theme deck. It's the matching one from Fossil, which has the Lapras. The other one has Muck. You kind of see them back there. Then they come with a 60 card deck, and you get an Aerodactyl coin, plus some old style damage counters and that kind of stuff. You don't get any booster packs in these things. So if you wanted either one of those, well, Bodyguard is 35, Lockdown is 40. And these are pretty much the values of what I see them as if you're going to find them on eBay. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. But for me, they're really cool, and I keep setting them back just because I like these. For some reason, these are not good to open whatsoever unless you want the coin or whatever, but they're really cool to look at. I just like the packaging. It has a big nostalgic value to it for me. But this is the Jungle set, so we've got Water Blast, and then there's also Power Reserve. Power Reserve is at 40, and Water Blast is at 45. And then what's cool about these, in the pickup I actually got an Australian version for both of them. I only have one of the Power Reserve and one of the Water Blast. An Australian version, I mean, it's got red logos instead of the yellow logos that you see for where it says Pokemon. But these are $100 each if you wanted to pick that up. Like I said, I only have one each of those. I've got a pretty good amount of the Power Reserve, Water Blast, Bodyguard, and the Lockdown. And then I have a few base set ones. I've got Overgrowth and Blackout. If you want to see what kind they are. They're most likely not shadowless, even though there's a shadowless Pokemon there on the back side. You can see that one's got a ding in the corner. Same thing with this one. It's got a shadowless Pokemon in the background, but it's most likely not shadowless. But for Overgrowth, I think I have 3 of these. They're at $100 a piece. And then the Blackout, these are 75. I think I've only got 2 of them. Let's see what else we have here. All right, we got a few base set 2 ones. We got Psych Out, Grass Chopper, and Hot Water. And these are pretty cool. I think I've maybe got 2 each of these. I mean, it's not a lot. Grass Chopper is 50. Psych Out is 50. Hot Water is 45. And these prices do not include shipping. If we go over a certain amount, like if you have a whole lot that I could fit into a medium flat rate box or something like that, we could maybe work on the shipping costs where it'd be free. If you go over $1,000, I could definitely do free shipping if you're in the United States. If you're outside the USA, we're going to have to figure that out because it can get real expensive real quick. Next up, we have Team Rocket. I have a lot of these. As you guys can see, there's 4 of these up here, and they are full of both of the decks. You got Trouble and Devastation. And for the Trouble, it's 45, and Devastation is 45. So both of these theme decks are 45 a piece. Kind of making a little maze back here. Next up, we have a couple Gym series ones. I only have 1 Surge and I only have 1 Brock. Brock is $125 and Surge is $100. Can't remember the ones you get. So Brock, you get Brock's Rhydon, and then Surge, you get Magneton. Which, like I said, you probably don't want to open these up. You're getting unlimited, pretty common holos out of them. Next up, we have Rock Garden. This is from Aquapolis. I only have 1 of these, and that's $100 if you wanted it. Which I think what's cool about these, I believe you get like a random foil card, so you get a reverse holo. What's cool about the Sky Rage ones, I mean, you could pull like literally a crystal Charizard out of there because it's a reverse holo. Because it had a reverse holo. In Aquapolis, they did not have reverse holo crystals, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You still get your 60 card deck, and the Nidoking, I mean, it's not a bad card. Next up, we have one of these base set 2 starters. Yeah, I think it's just one of those. We'll be at 40 on that one. And then this is probably the most rare theme deck that I have in this video. I mean, you can see it's got that cool foil behind it. It's just like that uncut sheet that I have. Instead of saying lava, it says magma. Instead of Legendary Collection, it's, what is it? I think it was a, man, I can't even remember what it says now. But then on the back here, you do get a non-holo Charizard in there, which a lot of people have graded these just because it's an easy, well, it should be an easy 10, but this is $425, and that should beat most of the prices on eBay. So that's all the individual decks, and some of those are very limited on how many I have. A lot of them I do have extra of, like Fossil Jungle and Team Rocket, but then I do have some sealed, like full display cases. So the ones in the background are not sealed, but like this one is sealed. For Fossil, I would do 275, so you get 4 of the Bodyguard and you get 4 of the Lockdown. So you get 8 sealed decks, and they're still all sealed inside of this display case. Next up, we do have a Jungle, and this one is $450. The cellophane doesn't really seem to be in perfect condition. They had to stretch it, I guess, a little different, but overall the boxes aren't in too bad of condition. But you get 4 Power Reserve and you get 4 Water Blast. Getting to be a little bit more rare. Here, actually we'll go over this one here in a minute. Some of you probably already spotted the main difference on that one. Oh, I must have set the square one back. But so we've got a regular Machamp theme deck like this, but it's going to have square logos. For some reason I don't have it sitting on my desk, but these right here have the curved logos. The ones with the square logos, which I do have one for sale if you're looking to get one of those, and it'll be $600. So you get 8 original base set starter decks. Whether or not they're shadowless, I don't know. These are definitely not shadowless, and most of you know why. Because of those curved logos, that means they are made in the UK. So I don't even know if I've never seen a sealed case of these. Most likely the Machamp inside the starter decks in here is the 1999-2000 variation. So if you are a variant collector of all types, especially with theme decks, I do have a few of these, and most of them have this bust on the side, unfortunately. But other than that, they are sealed. But I would still be asking $1,000 for one sealed case of that. And if you want one of the regular ones, like I said, I think I have one of those left, you'd be looking at $600. Next up, we have the original base set themes. So you've got your 2 Overgrowth, you got your 2 Zap, you got your 2 Blackout, and 2 whatever the other one is. I can't remember which one it is at this point. See, Zap, Blackout, Overgrowth, and Brushfire. That's Brushfire. Opened that one on camera for you guys here recently. But this full box right here will be $650, so you get 4 of each, and they're still sealed inside of the theme deck display case. Next up, we've got a few Japanese boxes. This is a Neo Discovery box. So inside of Japanese boxes, there are 60 packs. Not 36, but 60 packs. So every pack in here is from Neo Discovery. There would be, I'm pretty sure all of the cards in Neo Discovery, or all the packs in Neo Discovery, have a holo in them. But for this box, you'd be looking at $1,500. Then we have a Neo Genesis one. This box is in much better condition than a Neo Discovery. Again, you get 60 packs. But I think some of these packs have non-holos, like the Magby and the Cliffa and that kind of stuff. But still, it's really tough to come by. This one would be $1,600. Next up, we have Fossil. All of the packs, all 60 packs, should have a holo out of this one. And the quality usually with Japanese product is just like, with the cards, it's just way above and beyond. Doesn't have any for sale in Japan, only on the bottom. But that one would be $1,350. Next up, we have Team Rocket, in which this one does say for sale in Japan, only on the bottom. 60 packs, and then I would be at $1,550 for this one box. So if you're in the US and you picked up one of these Japanese boxes, you could definitely I would provide shipping in that case. And if you need more pictures on condition or anything like that, we can check it out. I may have a few boxes that are discounted. So if you want to buy any of this stuff, send me an email. Send me an email. number1pokemoncollector@gmail.com. It's down in the description. Send me an email. Tell me what you saw, what you wanted, and just say sold. And then what I'll do is whoever gets to it first, you can have it first. But if you don't pay your invoice within 24 hours, then it'll go to the next person. I can timestamp it through my email. I had such a huge list of people wanting played condition hollows from that other video, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you just like looking at the stuff, if nothing else. And then if you wanted something here, just let me know. And I hope you guys can continue to help me and help me to enjoy my hobby as my career. And thanks, guys, as always.